Good morning. Welcome to Studio Nicole. I am Nicole and I am so glad that you're here. I only have a few minutes this morning because we've got Comic-Con happening today and we're going to be heading out of the house in probably about an hour. But I wanted to spend a few minutes sitting down in my studio and I did have this bin on my desk with the Cascade journal in it. And I thought rather than dive into any of the other things I've been working on, this one was the one that kind of called my name. So, um, we are working our way through several pages with a focus on like kindness to self, I think is sort of the theme that we've been going through. Um, I love it. We've got lots of pinks and hearts and stars. And let's see, this is the page that we're on right now. It's a much more pastel page than what we've been using. So I think there's some interesting things that we can do here. I really like these two pages next to each other. I think that was a good call. I'm going to try and bend this back a little bit so it'll stay open. The problem, though, is that um, so much of the ephemera and stuff that I've pulled is kind of like really bright. You have like bright colors, and I've got some ink over here in bright pink. I don't know. I do want to use a little bit of something bright. But I also don't want to overpower the entire page. I've already used some of these, so I might not do that. We got this. This looks good. The color matches what's up here, so this maybe could work. We got the scrap paper here. This is maybe a little too much. I don't love that together. This is the background for another page. Actually, though, the color really works well with this. I wonder, because it's the same paper that's on the back. I don't want to use too much of it, but I wonder if I could use some of it. Ooh, I wonder if I could do like a little half page down here. But that would give me so much more to decorate, but I think that might be okay. I think I might do that anyway. I think I might do that. I just have to figure out how first I want these edges to be like torn. I don't want the flat edge. So I got some scraps here. This is one of like the last uh, pages I have of this paper. I bought it years and years ago for my sister's baby shower when she had my niece, who is now 16. So it's been in my stash for a very long time, but I love it so much. All right, I think this is what I'm going to do. I really like it here. I like it with the background pages. I like the idea of having like a little mini page kind of glued in. So that's what I'm going to do. I just need to figure out if I want to stitch it in or if I want to tape it. Let's see what happens if I try to tape in. Let's see if I can make this happen. I'm just using a piece of tape. I'm probably going to do it on both sides. Um, and I'm just being really careful to really like use my fingernail and get that tape down into the seam where the pages meet. Um, and hopefully, I mean, pretty solid. Although I didn't do the top maybe as well as I should. It seems like it's going to stay in there pretty well. It's not perfect. So I think it might be okay. I might put like a stitch in there. A little bit of thread. I don't think I have enough. I'd have to thread a needle, and I don't have time for all that this morning. So I will come back and thread it a little bit later. But for now, I like this. I wonder if I have I stamped these today I will statements on paper when I was practicing for my Oracle deck cards. And I think I want to use that somewhere. I don't think I like the black on this page. It's too like stark, but I do like the gold. And it's just on tissue paper, but I think I'm gonna glue it down. I think I might just do that. And I don't think it'll work over here. Like it's not gonna show up well enough against that busy background. But if I put it right here in this kind of open spot, I think it shows up pretty clearly and you can see it. And then maybe it'll give me a chance to like I can do some like handwriting or something down the page. I like that. Now I just have to find glue. Here we got some golden matte medium that will do the job. We have a flat brush. I left all of my brushes sitting in my paint water the last time I did whatever I did, and now they're not in great shape. So I probably should pull them all out and clean them off. They're pretty grungy. Again, though, not a project for right this second. Maybe I'll do that when I get up. For now, I've just got a flat brush. Goodness gracious, I can't pick it up. We want, especially when we're working with tissue paper, we want like a nice layer of glue down on the bottom, and then another nice layer over top. And as long as you're gentle with it, the tissue paper will fade into the background. Especially with a matte medium as opposed to a gloss medium, you hopefully, theoretically, if it all goes well, you won't even really notice the background and it'll just look like the words are on the page. So right now it's still wet and you can kind of see like where I've glued it down, but hopefully when it dries, it will be much less noticeable. One of the things that I love about tissue paper and using it is that it sort of allows the background to come through. Obviously, of course, that's what we love about tissue paper. Now, I want to do some writing like today I will, and I want to make some like intentions on this page about how I will be kind to myself. But I think I want to do that in like a purple, maybe. Like to bring some of this purple over. I don't want to just use my regular black Pilot G2, which is, like the pen that I use for everything. But I just said when I was looking at these that I don't think the black works on this page, and I doubt it would work in pen form either. So I'm digging around. I thought I had a purple Pilot. I have this blue one. But I don't want the blue to like run into the blue. I kind of want the purple because it'll be like across the page. So now I just have to either find the purple. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna pause you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I did not find the pen that I was looking for. Shocking. But I did find lots of purple options. These look kind of blue on camera, actually. They're much more purple in person. I do want to try some of these out though, so I'm just gonna grab scrap here. Just scrap. This is just like the calendar pages from my desk at work. I bring them home because they're like thicker paper and they're pretty big size, so they make really good like scrap paper. That's too pink. I've got several Tombos. That's maybe a good contender. Also a good contender. How am I going to decide? I'm going to need to. This is a Brea Reese. All of these would be good. Any of those would be fine. I think that's too light. I think all of the light ones are going to be too light. Oh, I like that this is like it's like a much finer line than so far, this one is the best. And I've got this it's not an S gel, it's an Energel, Pentel Energel. Oh, look, it still has the little thing on the end. I can't get it off. Whew. Oh, I like that one. All right, what we're so far. And then this one is another, this is going to be another thicker tip, but it is metallic. So let me see. No, it's too dark. Too dark. Okay. Can you even see any of that? Can you tell what I'm doing here? I should have brought this down so you could see. Oh, now I've got weird lighting. Anyway, I think this one, I think this one is the one that I went with. This is the one that I like. Okay, this is what I'm going with. This. And all these other four pens. Oh, now I kind of have to. I also had these Staedtler's erasable pens, magic erase pens, but again, I think I like the one that I've got. So these go over there, and all of these go in here. That one also goes on the shelf. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, it's not very thick, but I think it's got a really nice color and it's, I just really like it. So I'm going to do a little journaling. Today I will, right? And we're thinking about how we can be really kind to ourselves and to each other, um, being thoughtful and supportive. So that's what I want to journal a little bit about. Today I will. I got believe in myself. I wonder if I just want to kind of like make a list of things that I will do, like maybe intentions as we're approaching 2026. Some intentions today. I will believe in myself. Okay, so my list of intentions for being kind to myself include it says, today I will believe in myself, trust that my decisions are sound, do what makes me happy, say no without guilt, treat myself with compassion and grace. I think those are some good intentions to have. And I like that when I open this up, it's kind of like obscured. So you can kind of see that there's some writing, but it's not super clear like where it all is or what it all is. I'm honestly not sure that I want it to be really clear. So I was wondering if maybe I could I'm gonna put a lid on this while I'm talking. I was wondering if maybe I could scrape over this with some gesso, perhaps, to kind of obscure it even more. I don't have any gesso handy. It's on the other side of my cart over there, and I can't reach it without kind of making a. So I'm just going to just blob a little bit of white paint, and I'm going to use my scraper. It's sitting on my desk, and I'm going to, oh, that's maybe, oh, it's smearing. This is definitely not what I wanted. Not what I had in mind. Wah, wah. I mean, once it dries a little bit, it's not so bad. Okay, that's better. I was worried for a minute there, but let's do it. Let's just. Uh, I don't want to cover the gold part, but I wanted like some of it behind. So I wonder if I can like rub it off. Oh, that's working beautifully. Perfect. So I'm not losing the metallic, but some of the white kind of got behind it. All right. Okay. Anyway, Now it's a little bit more muted on the page. It's not quite so, and it also, the white paint kind of made it bleed just the tiniest little bit. It's still readable for sure. And there's some variation because there's some spots where the white didn't hit that are darker, but it just kind of makes it a little bit less uh, like in your face, which I guess I could have done with one of the lighter colored inks, but I don't know. I thought I would like it darker, and then maybe I just didn't love that. Sometimes we have to pivot. All right, what am I going to do here in this little flap that I put in? I love these colors against the background, but I don't know what I want to do with them. I do think that I need something um, that's got some contrast that's going to stand out against this, but I don't know really what that is. Do I want this? It says she has fire in her soul and grace in her heart. And I don't know. I'm just tearing the edges so that it's not. Do I want that on here? Hmm. If I do, I think I need to back it with something. Like it needs to have like a frame. It's kind of like, at least it stands out a little bit more. I'm dropping everything. Everything is in the way. Hmm. I do like this. It's very like shimmery. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like some shimmer to it. And I like that that's just peeking out behind here. Um, I actually do like it. I do think that this is what I want to say on this page. I like the colors. I like the placement. I'm not going to overthink it. I could definitely go back and forth 1,000 times about, do I like this here? Does it say what I want it to say? Do I want the square against the um, like these more organic shapes? All kinds of questions, but I'm just not gonna overthink it. If I like it, I like it. Oh, this glue should have been kept upside down because it's taking forever. I could use a glue stick, but I don't know because this is so like shimmery. It's got a little bit of texture to it. I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to use wet glue, even though it's taking me a little bit longer. All right. I'm placing this down here so I'm not really covering up like I'm leaving like this flower and this flower, and I've got some of this pink bleeding across the top. So it's not taking up so much. And I think that maybe is all I want to do. I mean, I might ink the edges. Hmm, yeah, that's about how things are going. Now, this is really flimsy paper, so I'm not sure how easily it's going to ink. But I really do like that. It makes the page kind of stand out a little bit more. I should have done it before I stuck it in here, though. That would have been the smart thing to do. Mhm. Oh well, sometimes that's not how it goes. Right. Oh, yeah, I do like this. I do like I'm just using a purple along the edge, purple oxide, and I think it makes the whole thing kind of stand out a little bit more. I love how the oxide picks up the torn edge and really can really see the torn paper. All right. Okay, I like that. It stands out a little bit more against the background pages. I want to do something else, but I don't like I feel like this needs maybe some like stitching or something along the top here. I don't know why that's what I want to do, but so if I have any colors that are going to work really well here, what colors would I want? Would I want like a darker? All right, I'm going to pause you again and go digging around. I might put these pens away while I'm at it since they're everywhere. Okay, so I found this embroidery floss packet, and I think this purple right here will be perfect for this page. The problem though is that uh I don't seem to be able to find any of my embroidery needles. Like all I have are really teeny tiny needles. I don't think will work um with thread this big. So that is a problem. Um, I mean, I don't know. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't work, right? So be it. It was a fun find. I love these colors. So, okay. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I have any. This one, perhaps. Maybe. All right. I might pause it so you don't have to watch me fuss with this, and then I'll let you know if it works or not. Okay, I'm glad that I paused you because I have been trying for like 10 minutes and I can't get anywhere. Like this needle is just not big enough. And I know that I have embroidery thread needles somewhere. I used embroidery thread on this. So I've got some stitching along here. I used some stitching around here. So I know that I have them, but I can't find them. I did go looking through all my little bins and baskets, and I found this, which is wire, colored wire. And I thought maybe I could hand like just like push it through, but I don't think it's going to give me the same effect. So I grabbed it. Maybe I'll use it somewhere else, but I don't think it's going to work for this. I could just poke some holes maybe and like hand thread it through like I was going to do with the wire. Like maybe I can do that with the embroidery thread, possibly. They should definitely be here somewhere. Um I have used them not that long ago. That's probably why I can't find them, right? Because I used them and did something to them and who knows what. So instead of a needle, I'm going to just wrap a little bit of tape around the end. Cut that off. Whoop. It's stuck to my hands. It is always a comedy of errors here in the studio, folks. If you're still with me and you've stuck with me this long, then thanks for your fortitude, is all I really have to say. But I will say that this is working. Or it did work. It could work better. So I'm going to trim this. So I don't know if you can see what I've done, but I just wrapped a little piece of tape and stuck it around the end of the embroidery thread to keep it like stiff. So it will kind of work as a needle by itself. I should have probably done that about 10 minutes ago instead of wasting all that time looking for my needles, but they've got to be somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I did find some really fun stuff while I was looking for my needles. I went into some corners of my studio that I don't get into very often, and it was really kind of it's fun to like look at supplies that you don't typically use and maybe get inspired a little bit. So, for example, these colored wires look super fun. Um, I'm gonna cut this off. So I've got a little tail kind of hanging off here. I want it. And then I need to tie this end off. Yeah, I thought it would kind of be a fun it might be a fun video idea to just grab one of these baskets that I never use and just pull it over and go through it on camera and be like, look what I found. Uh, there's all kinds of like random stuff. So I'm not going to try to tie that anymore because it's going to be really fiddly and fussy and I don't have the time or energy for it. So I'm going to just. Hmm, what's going on here? This one looks like it's. I was gonna just dab a little bit of glue, but I think my glue is right side up again and it's gonna take forever and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna glue it in a minute. But right now I'm just gonna cut this piece off so it's okay. So here's what I've got. I've got this little stitched edge. It's very loose. It's not like a super careful stitch. And I have a little piece kind of hanging off. I might trim this. I don't know how much I want it to hang out of the edge. Um, Maybe I'll like tie a little bow or something around this corner. I would probably use a fresh piece of thread to do that and then trim it off from there. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna leave that. I kind of like it. I've got some texture and some shape on the page. Today I will, and some journaling. I'm gonna call it. I know this is not a completed page. I still need to do over here and maybe something on this page, although I might just leave that as it is. I might also glue or stitch in with regular thread since I have those needles. I might just stitch this in so it's a little bit tighter and a little bit more secure. Um, but for now, I'm going to call it. I've been working for about a half an hour and I've got some other stuff I need to do today. So I think this feels like I've been productive a little bit in my studio today. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Thanks for joining me today, folks, for the chaos. I appreciate you. I hope you had a nice time. Like and subscribe as usual, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Have a great day, folks.